Hi, Shannon here from houseimprovements.com. I'm back today and I'm going to try to explain to you how to determine whether a wall in your home is load-bearing or non-load bearing. This is a common issue, especially if you're doing a renovation. You maybe want to open up a room by taking a wall out to try to make things more of a one wide open area. In this case, we're going to actually be doing that exact same thing in this home. We want to take this wall out that's right now dividing the front living room from the kitchen and open this all up into one big room. Now the first things to kind of look at is structurally, even the age of your house can tell you quite a bit. If your house is, let's say, basically post 1960, for example, chances are this wall would have been load bearing because you would have probably rafters instead of trusses. Trusses are designed in a factory, built in a factory, and they're designed to span usually wall to wall, right from outside to outside in a typical home. Where a rafter is generally built right on site when they constructed the house. So it could be done a number of different ways, but with a rafter, a lot of times the ceiling joists, we're in a single level house right now. So if this was built in rafters, there would be ceiling joists that would come across, and if you looked up in the attic, moved the insulation out of the way, you'd maybe have two ceiling members kind of lapped side by side, one going back this way, one going back that way, and they'd be sitting on this wall or on a beam. So that's one way to kind of identify that it would be load bearing, because they may be nailed together, but they aren't structurally bonded. Where a truss, that bottom cord, they'll be butted together. They could still be sitting on this wall, but they'd be butted together, and there'll be some metal plates that are compressed onto each side, giving them strength. And you'll see those metal plates as well, the gussets, at all the other intersections where the different web pieces of the truss are put together. Another situation you might have, it could be a two-story house. And again, a lot of times the floor joists for the second story, if you're working on the first story, the second story, again, they're going to be lapped right at the wall. They could be butted even together at the wall, but they aren't likely going to have any kind of structural member attached to them to keep them from wanting to drop once that support comes out from underneath them. The other situation would be in a basement. So same thing, you've got a basement. You look up in the ceiling, obviously you've got your main floor joists up there, and again, they could be sitting on walls, overlapping, butted together. It could be a beam, one way or the other. They're holding the structure above it up. Other things to look for is point loads. If you get a wall open and you actually see a post built, like whether it be metal or wood post where there's 2 or 3 framing members fastened together, forming a post, that could be a sign that there's a point load or a beam or something up above that is resting on that post. So those are some of the things you can kind of look at to start with. So if you come across something in your investigation, or even maybe you've removed the drywall from the wall, figured you're all right, you started going, and you come across anything that just isn't quite adding up and it's making you question your thinking, best thing to do is contact somebody that can help you, that has the knowledge to be able to tell you for sure whether you're dealing with a load-bearing or non-load-bearing wall. That could be an engineer. Could even be somebody that's just been in the construction trade a good long time. They should be able to look at it and be able to tell you pretty quickly. So just be sure that you're careful. If it is a load-bearing wall and you just start hacking it out, you're going to cause some issues. You're going to cause whatever's above you to want to come down. It may not collapse right then, but it could want to come down and start sagging or causing other issues and that sort of thing. So yeah, just have a good look at what you've got. I mean, I know it's hard to tell anything when you still have the drywall up, especially on a wall. But just do as much investigating ahead of time as you can, asking people questions, that sort of thing. Look around in the attic, look under the floor, all those sorts of things, to just look for any signs that are telling you that it is load bearing and not just not a decorative wall. purposely put there to just divide rooms off. So, okay, so hopefully that gave you a few pointers on things to look for when determining if you've got a load-bearing wall or not. Like I said, one of the other videos we're going to have is actually removing this wall, so you'll be able to see a little bit of what we went through to do it. Thanks a lot for watching, and you can check out our forum on the website. You can check out all the other videos we have and the articles on the website as well.